Americans are not afraid of working hard out here, okay? They are afraid that the hard work that they do is no longer leading them anywhere anymore. Because somehow people are out here working longer hours, juggling way more responsibilities, building side hustles, and still watching their quality of life get worse. And honestly, it's disappearing. We have more technology, more productivity, and more ways to make money than ever before. Yet millions of people feel like they are running faster just to remain in the exact same place. So maybe the problem is not that Americans refuse to work anymore. Maybe the problem is that working longer hours doesn't really reward them the way that it used to.
I don't want to work anymore because I'm working every day very hard and I never had money. Fucking shit. So everything is expensive, motherfucker. So I don't know a la chingada porque I never have money in my wallet, a la verga. So I don't know. I do. La verga, chingada madre. Tell me something, motherfucker.
Having a job and still being broke gotta be like the top 2 worst feelings in the fucking world. Cause it's like I'm working, but where the fuck is my money? Like,
hey, look, not to lose sight of the fucking scheme here, but we don't live in the richest country in the world. We live in a country that has the richest people in the world. It's all about how you frame the conversation, right? Because we, working class folks, are getting worse off and worse off. Housing prices are higher, groceries are higher, the quality of living is less while we make more and more money. We don't make the money. See, we make the labor, and then the money that the labor produces is stolen from us and swindled away to the top 10, 20, 30 families that there is, right? The Waltons, some of the richest people in the world, live in the United States, own Walmart, but Walmart is the biggest recipient of welfare benefits from the government. So we've created a system of policies that are put in place to help wealthy people and put more and more people in poverty. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but poverty is created from policy. Policy creates poverty. So when we put people in place that change the policy for working class folks, there'll be less people in poverty. That's me and you. That's where we want to be at. We don't care about what the rich got going on. We care about policies that will change the wealth inequality that we have in this country. All right. Again, we don't live in the richest country. We live in the country with the richest people that are in it.
I hate being vulnerable online, but I just have to be so for real with y'all for a second. I work 40 hours a week and I'm broke. Like, I'm consistently broke. And I don't mean like, oh, I have just enough to pay my bills. No. Credit card payments are late almost every month. The rent and the car payment are the only things that are like consistently on time. Everything else is like, I don't know how to prosper. I'm in my 20s and I feel like I'm constantly stressed out about the world, about my finances, about politics. I don't know how the fuck we're supposed to thrive in these conditions. And everybody's always like, oh, just find things to be happy. Everything costs money. I live in New York City. I leave my house and I spend $50 unintentionally. I don't know what to do, you guys. I don't know what to do. And it's so fucking jarring, like, to sit here and watch influencers and watch reality TV sometimes and hear that people are paying $7,000 a month for rent and $12,000 a month for rent. Like, wow, $12,000? That's crazy.
This is the part that nobody really wants to acknowledge, okay? People are working. They are showing up early. They are staying late. They're answering emails after hours. They're taking the work home with them, and they're picking up extra shifts out here. And after doing all of that, y'all, they are still one emergency away from a disaster. What exactly is the reward out here? Is it a slightly larger paycheck that gets swallowed by higher rent? Is it a raise that disappears into your groceries, insurance, and utilities? Is it a promotion that brings twice the responsibility for maybe 10% more money? At some point, bro, people gotta start asking the dangerous question here. Why am I destroying myself for a life that will never improve? Because some of these raises that you guys are getting is almost laughable at this point.
A 3% merit increase is essentially a pay cut in today's economy because the average inflation rate in the United States from 2021 to 2025 has been hovering around about 4.5%. So if you're getting a pay increase of 2 or 3% every single year, you are losing money. You're essentially becoming more poor every single year, really day by day. So when your manager acts all excited for you and you get and exceed expectations and they give you this awesome merit increase of 3%, they're not doing you any favors. The company's not doing you any favors. You're literally losing money. The pay increases that these companies are giving people are not keeping up with today's economy, and people are just becoming more poor. Middle class is slowly declining because people cannot keep up with inflation, and jobs just aren't paying enough, and raises just aren't enough anymore. So something has to give. There's going to be a bursting point where people just simply cannot afford to live, and something's going to have to be done. Either pay increases are going to have to go up substantially, or the economy is just going to have to make a massive turnaround. There's no other way around it, and that's just the direction that we're all headed, unfortunately. Statistics don't lie. And especially if you work in the corporate industry, you know exactly what I'm talking about because you get these stupid performance reviews every single year and these worthless merit increases from a job that really should be paying you more for your time.
I just got a raise this year and somehow it feels like less than I made last year. Like, make that make sense. But wait, it's inflation. Inflation was like 3%, so any raise just cancels out. Every essential part of cost of living has gone up and it's ridiculous. And your employer wants to give you a raise where you essentially get just $30 more in your check, and somehow it's supposed to compensate for the rest of the inflation of the world. So it feels like you're bad with money, but in reality, you're not. The math sadly just isn't in our favor anymore. That's why I started tracking where everything's going with Bezelfy, because if my income is not increasing, I need to know what's quietly draining it. So comment down below what your last raise actually felt like and if you're satisfied.
So great news. You have been a top performer all year long and we really value your hard work, so we are happy to offer you a raise of 3%.
Is that seriously it? That doesn't even cover the cost of living increase, so I'm literally losing money.
Okay, first of all, nobody else got raises this year, except for all of our C-level executives, so you should be grateful. And second of all, what do you mean cost of living increase? Things don't get more expensive.
Well, my health insurance premiums went up by 6%, so I'm already making less money than I did before.
Okay, easy fix. You don't even need health, so just suck it up. Problem solved.
Okay, even if that were a rational response, my rent went up by 12%.
Okay, even easier fix. You don't need a home, so...
Yeah, no, you're right. I can just live at the office.
Oh, are you being serious? Because I actually think that'd be great.
Absolutely not. And here's the thing. I haven't even mentioned the increase in groceries, transportation costs, car insurance, any of that.
All right. I get it, okay? Unfortunately, there's just not enough room in the budget to give you a higher raise. But here's what we can do. We can give our entire C-level suite a bonus.
I don't see how that helps me at all.
It doesn't, but oh, look at that. Time to go. Don't bring this up again.
Fuck corporate America. I just got my yearly raise and it was so insanely low that my manager laughed and apologized when she presented the number to me. It was that low. I got a 1.5% increase in my wage, which is the lowest raise I have ever gotten at any company I've ever worked for. That is insane. Inflation is 3%. Wages aren't keeping up with inflation. I am basically having a 1.5% pay decrease. And she wanted to make it better by saying the average was 2.5. Okay, so I said, so I'm well below average raise. And she said yes, and kind of laughed. And I have the numbers to support average work. I am not the best, I am not the worst, but I am very average. And I found out that one of my coworkers, who we have almost identical numbers, he got a 2.5% raise, while I got a 1.5% raise. I want an explanation. And my manager also has told me before that she also takes into account who has kids, and that also adjusts who has raises. So being penalized for not having kids is also insane to me. I am so fucking mad.
Technology, man, was supposed to make our lives easier out here, okay? Computers were supposed to save us time. Automation was supposed to reduce the workloads. Phones were supposed to make communication faster. But instead, technology has made workers permanently reachable. Your boss can contact you at your dinner with your family or your loved ones. Your email can follow you home, and your work group chat is sitting inside the same phone that you use to relax on your off days. And now, because tasks can be completed a lot faster, companies simply give people just more tasks. Efficiency did not create freedom, okay? It created higher expectations. You finished the work in 4 hours, hey, congratulations, man. You are about to get 4 more hours of work. You thought you just get to goof off and do your own thing? Nah, buddy. You just showed us that we can trust you to do a lot more work. You just cooked yourself, buddy.
Craziest part about restaurant work, the job follows you home. Your shift ends, but your body doesn't know that. You're still wired, still replaying tables, still thinking about what went wrong, still feeling rushed, still annoyed, still exhausted. People think you clock out. Restaurant workers, no, that's not how it works.
What's going on, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Do y'all know what makes my teeth itch, what grinds my gears, that what don't sit right with me, what really just gets up under my skin? It is managers and leaders who do not respect individuals' time. Not just managers who be calling dumb meetings at the last part of the day. I'm talking about managers and leaders and CEOs and supervisors and shift leads who will call you and text you on your day off, who will call you and text you on your vacation. Listen, please listen. Managers, leaders, shift leaders, supervisors, CEOs, whoever you are, if you don't want individuals calling you and texting you on your day off and on your vacation, how about you stop calling them and texting them on their days off and on their vacations? If you don't respect them, just say that. And a number one indicator of you not respecting individuals on your staff and on your team and within your organization is you monopolizing their time and you texting, emailing, and calling them on their days off and on their vacations. That is a number one sign and red flag that you do not respect anyone on your staff. Yep. I don't like it. And your people don't like it. The people working for you don't like it. So how about you stop it?
Hey Bree, I heard you're not going to be here next week. What's going on? I need you to be here.
I got approved for PTO because it's my sister's wedding, so I'm not going to be here at all.
Who approved you? I'm your manager.
Yeah, you approved me.
I did?
Yeah, like
Why
2 months ago.
2 months ago?
Yep, as soon as I booked it, because you wanted like it as much in advance as possible.
I know that Q4 is the busiest season, and I would never want you to take a day off, especially during the season.
I have the meeting notes and transcript. Do you want me to like send it over to you to prove it? But like you approved me. I know you did. And either way, I'm not going to miss my sister's wedding. So I won't be here.
You can send over the transcript right now to me and I can look that over and all that's fine. But a month before Black Friday, I can't let you go.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'll send it over. I definitely won't be here. So
we're going to have to do a little performance review after you're back.
And one thing that is just insane, especially in today's society, is how normal a side hustle is nowadays. People can literally finish an 8-hour shift and immediately begin delivering food or, DoorDash, something like that. They can do Uber, they can go and edit videos, sell a product online, stream, freelance, content creation. Not because everybody suddenly became an entrepreneur. I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying? I also don't think that entrepreneurship is for everybody. But it's because one paycheck has stopped covering a normal life out here. And we have taken financial desperation and rebranded it as ambition. Now, instead of asking why one full-time job is not enough, we celebrate people for working every single waking hour when we know it's not normal out here, okay? You see people they over here look at the grind, look at the hustle. Nah, buddy, look at the exhaustion, man. You are about to freaking give out. Your whole body's about to quit on you, bro, dog. And you're over here talking about hustle culture, man. You can have all of it. I don't want none of that, okay? A person should not need 3 income streams just to afford groceries and 1-bedroom apartment, dog.
I have 3 jobs and I'm still struggling. I am a teacher. I tutor after school. I just got through with one of my tutoring sessions actually, and I also make content. I have one full-time job with full benefits and then 2 part-time / contract jobs, and I am still struggling. The solution is not to get a 4th job. There's something wrong with this world. Something has got to give to where we live in a world where people can work multiple jobs and they're still struggling. What does that say? Like, the solution isn't you need another job or you're just lazy and you don't want to work. We're working multiple jobs. What more do we have to do in order to live comfortably in this world? I think it's ridiculous.
How are people holding up in this economy? Because the economy right now is bizarre. It's trash right now, garbage. I don't know if it's the dope, I don't know what it is. How there's not an uproar about this. Everyone's just taking it easy. And if they do have jobs, the jobs don't pay. How are you guys surviving on $7 an hour, $12 an hour, $11 an, especially in the South? Let's not even talk about the cities. How are people getting by? The credit card rates must be through the roof. This is why I'm a huge supporter for Medicare for all, child care for all, raising the minimum wage. Forget raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour. It needs to be at least $25 an hour, except for small businesses. But those major corporations, you could pay at least $25 an hour. You can't say, oh, it's going to cause the economy to crash. But at the same time, prices and everything is going up. Wages remain stagnant. The federal minimum wage is still $7.25 an hour. Like, I just don't understand why people don't cause an uproar about this or is upset or angry. I'm going to be honest. Everyone cannot be celebrities. Everyone can't be entrepreneurs. You need consumers, right? Is it gatekeeping? People don't want people in certain industries. They're keeping certain people out. Because I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking, I had to take a little break. And I'm just here thinking, like, what is really going on? People are suffering. People are working 2-3 jobs because they're minimum wage jobs. Life happens, people. I'm not judging no one out here in these streets. Life happens. Life happens. You could be up today and down tomorrow. I ain't judging no one, especially people who are trying to better their lives each and every day. Here, create more affordable housing. Create government supermarkets to compete with the private supermarkets. It's all about competition, right? Make universities more affordable. If you don't want to give tuition free or college free, make universities more affordable. There's no way public universities should be charging 6 figures for an education.
And this is such a huge flaw in America and with the hustle culture that we have too, because this economy has convinced people that rest is laziness, dog. If you're not making money, you are going to feel guilty about yourself if you are living in America today. If you spend the weekend relaxing, you feel behind, dog. Can you believe that? If your hobby does not generate income, somebody's going to tell you to monetize it. Someone's going to tell you to turn your cooking skills into content, or turn your bedroom into another rental, or, your car into a freaking taxi. They think your personality should be a brand out here, dog. They want you to turn every peaceful part of your life into another transaction, man. People are not living anymore. They are constantly asking, how can I make money from this? Bro, that's not freedom. That is not freedom, dog. That is survival invading every single corner of your life. Millions of Americans out here feel like they are giving companies way more time, way more energy, and more productivity, but they are receiving less in return. Less free time, less purchasing power, less stability. So when people stop going above and beyond, we can't call these guys lazy anymore, okay? We have to ask, what happened to the reward of hard work? What happened to the reward of working overtime, longer hours, you know what I mean? Because people can tolerate hard work when that work is actually building something for them, all right? What breaks people is working hard for years and realizing that they have built nothing except somebody else's profit. Americans are not tired of working, y'all, okay? They are just tired of working harder and ending up with less.